Welcome back to JSA TV and JSA Podcast, where we're covering the latest stories, trends, and innovations from leaders in the digital infrastructure world. It's been a busy PTC. As you can see, my voice is just now deciding to give out here. Most opportune timing. I'm sitting here right now with Bruce Garrison of Bandwidth IG. Thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you, Keely, for having me.
Yeah.
Looking forward to a brief discussion.
Yeah, absolutely. So before we dive into things, and probably the most important question, have you had any time to enjoy a little bit of Hawaii? Because we're in beautiful Honolulu here at PTC.
In 10 years of being at PTC, my feet have never touched sand.
Okay, well, you'll have to change that this trip, hopefully.
It's pretty pitiful. I should actually try to find a way to change that.
This is the trip. It's going to happen. All right, well, let's dive into the reason why we're here. And we work very near and dear with Bandwidth IG, so we know this to be a fact. You had a really big and exciting announcement about your San Francisco Bay Area network this week. Tell us a little about that.
We announced a very, very big project that is at the very, very final stages. The majority of the heavy lifting's been complete, and we'll finish over the next 3 to 4 months. That project is a large fiber infrastructure investment in the San Francisco Bay Area, going from downtown San Francisco all the way to Great Oaks. It is a project that it's taken 3 years to complete. The complexity, the permitting, the government agencies we had to work for it was a very daunting process, and it's been a great success. And it is something that's going to change fiber infrastructure in the San Francisco Bay Area for the next decades. And we are proud, excited, and the next step is letting the market reap the benefits of all this work that we've put in.
Absolutely. There's a really cool element of this project that you're not getting to just yet, so let's get to that. It includes one of the first subsea routes that's built under the Bay Area in quite some time, several decades, which is quite significant, but also not something that's easy to do. So can you tell us a little bit about why you wanted to tackle it in that way and how it will help customers?
Yeah, so our business is we build large amounts of fiber infrastructure. No other services on top of that. That's up to the customer, but we build fiber infrastructure to data centers. The Bay Area is a large data center market, and there is a lack of infrastructure available in the Bay Area to support all the digital technologies of cloud, AI, and everything in the future to come that we're not even aware about yet. And the marine cable is the probably most complex part and the one that we can be most proud of. So we put large amounts of fiber on the San Francisco Bay floor, worked with all the governing entities to accomplish that up to the requirements that they had. And this is so unique, one, because in 20 some odd, two decades, more than 2 decades, no one's put a cable on the bay floor. 2, a lot of the cables today, fiber cables, traverse the bridges or the BART. They don't have the same amount of capacity as what we just installed in the bay. It connects a complete ring into the markets that I had mentioned, and it is going to allow the Bay Area to continue to be a premier market for data center activity. As more power becomes available, more expansion can happen, and that fiber that we just put in the ground or under the bay is a critical component to the market being able to continue to be a big data center hub on the West Coast.
Yeah. Well, congratulations. I know that's not an easy feat.
Our team did an amazing job. Super proud of them, and super thankful to have them because I explained it several times that our operations and construction team makes hard things not look hard. So it's really proud of that group for what they accomplished.
Yeah, sounds like a new good tagline for the company there. Yeah.
Possibly.
Well, let's give a little bit of love to Greater Atlanta in the Hillsborough area where you've got a network, and then also, Greater Atlanta and then the Hillsborough area of Portland.
Yep.
So what's happening with those two networks?
And so our other two markets today are the greater Atlanta area. And then we're also in Hillsborough. It is the same to expect on different scales. Georgia, obviously, or greater Atlanta, it's just a bigger market, a lot of data center activity. So you will see us building more and more this year. We will double our network size over the next couple of years. We're really excited about Georgia. There's a lot of ingredients that are just making it a great market for us. And again, another one, the density of the infrastructure we're putting in the ground doesn't exist, so it's a necessity for the market. And Hillsborough is the same. It's a smaller market to start with in terms of route mileage, but we will continue to build. Spent plenty of meetings while here talking about building more, so we'll continue our business will continue to put capital to work and put it on the ground in the markets that need it. And those two you will continue to see more expansion. The largest piece of that will be in the Atlanta area, but even we're not done yet in the Bay Area. We'll continue to add mileage in the Bay Area as well, outside of just this 300-mile project that we're completing now.
Yeah, absolutely. What else should we know about Bandwidth IG that we're maybe not asking right now? What else would you like our viewers to know?
Yeah, we're at PTC. There's data center operators, hyperscalers, carriers, and what we are is really unique. We're not a carrier. We're an infrastructure provider, and I've said this 100 times already. What we're doing today and what we're putting in the ground does not exist, and it's a necessity for the digital economy and for data center operators. And the infrastructure is purpose built for the most demanding consumers of fiber and bandwidth. And it's just because it's not tangible, it's underground, it's 100% underground, it probably doesn't get the understanding and thought that these big shiny new data centers do. You can see them and walk in them. But it's really proud of the organization because it's just a foundational piece of the internet that you can't see, you can't touch it unless you're in the construction process. And so it's just unique, and we're an infrastructure provider, not a carrier. And we fill this little niche here in this industry, and it's exciting to see what our customers are doing with it, with the infrastructure we put in the ground.
Yeah, absolutely. And we're here at a conference where we're hearing a lot about AI and the rise of that. And of course, the AI doesn't come without the fiber and the data center. So it's definitely a critical piece of enabling all of the cool things coming down the pike.
Yeah, 100%. The fastest car in the world doesn't go anywhere without the highway, and we're building new highways.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, and anything else that we can look forward to in 2024, or just stay tuned?
You can look forward to more construction in the markets that we're in. We are considering other markets as well. Maybe the next JSA TV interview we can announce one of those. Yeah. We're not still under the consideration phase for those. And but again, the biggest thing is more infrastructure, more new fiber in the ground, and that won't change for the foreseeable future.
All right. Good stuff. Well, thank you very much for your time here. We appreciate it. And I hope you've got a moment to go and find that sand before the end of tomorrow, the end of PTC. Thanks again, Bruce, for joining us.
Thanks, Kelly. Appreciate it.
All right. And to our viewers, thanks for tuning in, and stay connected.